What's up, everybody? Welcome to the legendary Mykoda and his simple yet easy ways of making money in the world of Warcraft. And keep in mind that, well, every server is a little bit different with their marketing prices. It's kind of understood. But my server, at least, fairly simple. Um, my main character is a um, tailor and enchanter, two classes that have, since the early days of WoW, always been together. And of course, this is not my first warlock, but it is the one I use. Okay, I was say I feel like there's a spell missing there. So yeah, what I do is just stupid, simple, basic, easy stuff. See, I have a bunch of auctions out, and like a lot of auctions. I have 128 items up. Like these things are from other tunes I have, stuff like that. Nothing too complicated. Now my server chaos crystals are falling down in price, whereas Leylight is going up in price. So, a real simple way to do it, I use TSM shopping, make it really stupid simple. I search for Shalderai Silk, and I look for anything. God, there's not much on the auction house today, is there? Anything that will turn a profit. Now, for me, I have my tailoring, and I have bracers. The Silkweed bracers, the cheapy ones, cost 9 Chalderai silk, and then Runic Catgut, which is, of course, a vendor item. But what I'm looking for, here's a big one, what I'm looking for is I need to make a profit. Each bracer will turn over 1 Leylight shard. 1 Leylight shard generally goes for 100 to 125 gold on our server, so I need to turn over 9 Shalderai silk and at least double it. Generally, like I actually just got done doing this a little while ago, so I've pretty much already bought out the auction house. And literally, this is all there is. There's nothing more on the auction house. Now, even at this rate, see, 9 times 7 is 63. There's still a turnover there. So you know what? For the sake of doing this, I'm going to buy out the two that are 200 silk at 7. And that's way, way above where I could be buying it. But I don't feel like buying out the cheapy ones right now. Notice I spent 3,000 gold. It's a lot of gold for what I'm trying to do, and will not turn over much of a profit. But it shows you, it's going to show you the basic, simple process here. So what I do, I take, and I stay stocked up on Runic Catgut at all times. I can make 48 bracers. Already you can see my numbers. I just spent 3k. I'm about to craft 38 bracers. And here's the joyous part. Sometimes you will craft epic versions. Epic ones have a chance of turning into a chaos crystal. That's another big part, is each chaos crystal sells for about 500 gold. Now, I'm obviously not going to craft all of these, make you sit here and watch. But it's one of those things, you know? So I'm going to craft, how many do I want to craft? It says 12, I'm going to 15. 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so what I'll do, I actually have to reload the UI. I haven't figured out how to fix this issue yet. But, this way, the epic ones will also show up in TSM's item destroying. Bleh. And I just sit here and I click destroy next. Boom, Leylight shard. Here's one of the epic ones, gives me a Leylight shard. Sometimes they give you Leylight, sometimes they give you chaos. What I'd like to see is my lucky proc here of also getting something that's very common when disenchanting items. Well, not very common. Something that's common. I say very common because I get a lot of them, but I also disenchant hundreds of items at a time. That's a big difference. Gets Blood of Sargeras. Each Blood of Sargeras can be turned into either 10 Arcana or 3 Leylight shards. You can turn it into other mats, obviously. Some servers, other mats may be more beneficial. Like I said, this is not going to work on every server. It depends on your economy. But basically, like just looking at this, yeah, that's not very accurate. So I've already got 1,500 gold right there, based on TSM. But TSM has not updated yet. They don't have the program running in the background. If I look in here, and it's just going to show, we're using the Blizzard auction house. It's only going to show you the the single stacks, because obviously the triple stacks that I'm doing show up higher up. I don't want to sell to the people that only use this. TSM's the way to go, because if I look at TSM, this is how people buy out a bunch of stuff at low prices to resell. Here I am. I have 80 auctions of 3 and a single stack of 14. 125 sell, 126 buyout. I do that. Watch this. Stack size 3, maximum stack size 5 per unit. 125, 126. Always set it to 48 hours, you never know. The prices fluctuate, and I don't want to go through it. And there we go, I've just added a bunch more. Now, all of this up here, I've got a bunch of money just sitting here waiting to come in. I'll probably come in later, maybe tomorrow even, and turn all of this back into stuff to disenchant. But that's the gist of it. It really is that simple. For about 20 minutes of work earlier today, yeah, it doesn't show up. Earlier today, I made 30k, I think. Yeah, I made 30k. Now, obviously, I don't keep all of my gold on my main tune. I hop it around between alts. Do have basically a bank alt. It's not even in the guild or anything like that. Just a level 1 rogue. Don't play rogues, huh? So, yeah, that's that. And of course, I keep that character completely off of my data thing. I forget what the actual add-on that tells you your gold. It's part of it's part of LVY in this one, I guess, but I don't have it in there. According to TSM, I've made a little over 9 million gold this expansion, because I just started using TSM in this expansion. Starting out, I was of course abusing the market for the cloth bracers, the 815s on my server. They were selling crazy. Like right now they're at 2k-ish. But whenever I was making them and selling them, you can see my price is up there. Sold, it's not accurate. It's actually not showing them at all. Oh, that's right, never mind. I have 2 tailors, so this one will show I sold 113 of them at a price of about 9,500 gold each. That's 900,000 gold right there, like just that one item. Oh, I just sold my Arcana. Oh, okay, I'm getting auction house spam, so that's good. That was early on in the expansion, obviously. I've been selling everything else pretty frequently. Selling Leylight Shards. I've sold 561 on this character. I use other characters as well to not flood the auction house. It doesn't actually show my max price. What the hell's going on? I think I need to actually update TSM. It's not showing everything. Either way, I sold a lot of them. Actually, I think that 561 is actually from yesterday or the day before. I think my TSM's not working right. Either way, this is an effective and fast and easy way to make gold if you are hurting for it. It depends on your server, obviously. If your server has a bad market, you can make less money. You got to make sure that you are doing it in a way that it's beneficial. You don't want to spend 10 gold on a per silk and only make 6 gold each. I can generally get 500 or 600 silk running me about 3 to 4 gold each, which is a huge turnover. Generally, I'll buy out the market of silk completely up until the ones that are like, like 20 or 10 gold. I won't spend over 7 or 8 gold ever. It's just not worth it. I'll buy out those sometimes just to, clear the market of them. So far, it hasn't killed the market. I suspect it will eventually, but I'm not exactly too worried about it. But it's just a quick, simple, 10-minute guide, a bunch of me rambling. Just a really easy way to make gold on the auction house by literally sitting on your ass and doing nothing. This is how I pay for all of my upgrades for my alts, repairs, just stuff that I want. Like I will buy toys sometimes that are just funny. I can afford whatever I want. It just takes time to make the money. Obviously, playing the auction house game is a waiting game. Depending on the day of the week, sometimes prices go up or down, so you have to compensate for that. You do your bids on 24-hour if you don't want to do 48-hour waits. If you know that you're going to undercut the market by a price that's ridiculous, like my market price right now on the shards is 175 gold. I could probably sell them at 170 gold. But I'm trying to keep the market back down because sometimes I need them myself. I don't feel like crafting something and disenchanting it, so I just buy a few off the auction house. Generally, the auction price on them is about 100 gold, and it's still a profit at that point. The higher the price goes, better, I guess, but, you know. Basically, what I do is with the 125 gold, it's 50 gold under the price. It's about a third less. Somebody that's selling them for 175 gold, or trying to, will actually buy out all of my auctions, which I think is what just happened. So in an hour, I'll have, 40,000 gold just coming in from all of my auctions. I forget exactly how much it ended up being. And I can turn that around, spend 3 or 4k gold on silk again. Of course, I have to wait for the market to replenish, which will take about a day. But all the silk I can, do it all over again. And you can't do it consistently, obviously. You have to wait for somebody to farm up all the silk and spam the market with it. But either way, it's a simple way. I'm sure you can do this with leatherworking. I do have a leatherworker, but I do not actually have it leveled up all the way or have any of the 3-star recipes or anything like that. I do recommend that you keep that in mind. Blacksmiths, I know for a fact, are not going to be able to do that because it's just not beneficial. There's no way a blacksmith is going to be able to get the materials cheap enough to just be worth disenchanting. That being said, if you're a miner, you can make money there really quick. Anyway, so that's it for this. Sorry for all the rambling. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it helps you. If it doesn't help you, I apologize ahead of time, but this is how I make money. Anyhow, this is Mike Goda out. Stay legendary.